Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here. Today we're creating a simple, cute set to celebrate the start of spring. So let's get right into it. So first I want to start off with my nail prep. I'm just going to take my cuticle pusher and sanitize it so that it's ready to be used. I'm just using some alcohol, isopropyl alcohol to clean it, and then I'll get into the prep. So after my cuticle pusher is nice and sanitized, I'm going to go ahead and use the rounded side to push back the cuticles on my nails. So now I'm just going to go ahead with my nail drill, and I'm using it on speed 6. I don't want to do this too fast. I don't want to cause any heat spikes or hot rings on my cuticles. So I'm just going to use this cuticle bit and I'm going to clean up each and every nail plate, just removing the dry skin that's on the nail plate, not putting too much pressure down. We're just going to continue with cleaning up the cuticles. I'm just going to take my cuticle nippers. I'm just going to sanitize these as well. This is not necessary. This is purely a cosmetic thing to do because not everybody is trained, neither am I, in using these cuticle nippers. I've cut myself many times. But I just like the way that it looks, but it's not necessary. If you're not comfortable using this, you don't have to. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim the dry, dead skin from the cuticle before I continue with my nail prep. So now that my cuticle prep is all done, I'm going to take my buffing block and I'm going to buff the surface of my nail. This is a 180 grit buffing block. I wouldn't recommend anything coarser than this because it might damage your nail beds. We just want to roughly put a little scratch on the nail to give the gel something to adhere to. So my nail prep is all done. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some alcohol and a lint-free wipe. I'm going to wipe all the excess dust off each and every nail before we get started with the nail extension application. So now we're just going to go and apply our dehydrator and our primer to each and every single nail. This is just to help dehydrate the nail plate to remove all the excess oils. The primer is there to help the base coat stick to our nails before we go in and apply our extensions. So now that our nail prep is all done, we're going to take our base coat and just apply a thin layer to each and every nail, and we're going to cure this for 30 seconds. Now that our base coat is on, today I'll be applying this extra long full cover tips that I bought from a nail supply store in my area. You can also find this on Temu and Shein. I believe it's the exact same product. I'm just going to be sizing this out for each and every finger, making sure that each nail tip fits sidewall to sidewall. These are my nail tips all sized out. As you can see, I do have 10 nails here, but this video I'm only going to be doing one hand. And here I'm just showing you that I scuffed up the inside of the nail tip using my primer, just to make sure that our builder gel adheres nicely to the nail and that it doesn't pop off. So for applying my nail tips, I'll be using this soft builder gel. It is a soak off builder gel, and I'm just going to apply a layer on the inside of each and every nail in the well that's naturally there in the nail tip. Just applying a thin layer and then scraping off the excess at the bottom of the nail so that it can fill in. These nail tips are quite deep, so you might have to play around and see how much you'd need. I didn't need that much because my nail beds are quite short. I'm just going to go ahead and apply this at a 45-degree angle from my cuticle, and then I'm going to go ahead and flash cure it for about 10 seconds. So these are the nail tips all applied to my right hand. I unfortunately was not able to record that hand. My phone died while recording, so I wasn't able to record the application of that hand. But I did just go ahead and do the exact same thing for each and every nail, and cured for 10 seconds. And when everything was done, I put my whole hand back into the lamp and cured for full 30 seconds, just to make sure that the nail gel is cured properly. I went and did the exact same thing on my left hand, and I trimmed these down to about a medium length. And now we're just going to go into the filing portion of this video. all filed, shaped and buffed, I'm just gonna go in and apply my base coat, and I'm also applying a rubber base gel on top of the base coat, because these nail tips are quite thin and you really need to reinforce them if you want them to last longer. If you're just doing your nails to pop them off on the same day, you don't need to go in with this step, but I do because I'm gonna have these on for about a week, maybe longer. So I'm just going in with my base coat on each and every nail, gonna cure each hand for 30 seconds. Then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna apply my rubber base gel in the color Rosé. It's just a natural nude color. I'm gonna apply a layer to each and every single nail and cure each hand for 60 seconds. So those are the nails after I've applied my base coat and my rubber base coat. So you're gonna see that I have a glove on my hand because that hand is already done. My camera died. I didn't know my camera died until I was left with 2 fingers. So I just went ahead and popped on a glove. By the way, it's the next day. I remixed the colors that I mixed the previous day because it was late. I was just not in the mood to do it after seeing that my camera died. So this is the next day and we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the nail art. Just doing a cute and simple nail set based on this nail set that I saw from Nails by Vic. We're just gonna use it as inspiration. I didn't do everything because it's quite difficult doing all the swirls and swoops on these nails. I did just want to pop in here to say that I'm so sorry that there are certain portions of this nail art where the angles are just not the best, and I am going to be working on that in the future. I was just really not paying attention to the camera angle, and not actually the camera angle, where I was placing my hands. So I'll definitely do better for the upcoming videos. So this is how the nails turned out. I did go in with a matte top coat. On the video that I watched where I got this inspiration from, by Nails by Vic, she did do a glossy top coat, but I just wanted to do something a little different, so I went ahead and I did a matte top coat. So thank you guys for joining me today. I hope to see you next time. Bye.